Hi friends, welcome to week 3 of the video series of Why I Stayed. I'm doing this series for my website, scarsandtiaras.com, and just in general to raise awareness during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I wanted to go back this week and answer a question because it comes up often in conversation or online, and that is, I referred in one of the videos to passing my ex-husband's first test. So I want to go back on that because that is a question that comes up often and I always sort of just breeze over it. So let me give it a little detail on that. And basically in 1988, the very first day that we met, not face to face but by phone, I was guest DJing with a friend at the local radio station, and we were taking requests and dedications from anybody who called in. And so on one of the phone calls that we answered, I had a song dedicated to me from my ex and his little brother. And once he found out how old I was, which was 13, he decided that I was a perfect match for his brother. Unfortunately, or fortunately, his brother was too shy to talk with me. And so throughout the night, my ex and I continued to talk and on into the next day. And throughout our conversations, I shared a lot of information, including repeatedly that I had a boyfriend, which obviously didn't stop me from talking on the phone because, to be honest, I was completely flattered by the attention and to be told how sweet I sounded and how great of a radio voice I had. So in the conversation of talking about my boyfriend, I shared the good and the bad. And in sharing the bad, I kind of gave permission for him to be judged, in which case he was, and he was deemed unworthy for me. And so he convinced me to break up with my boyfriend, and I did. I called my boyfriend, told him, that it wasn't working out, which was funny because I really liked this guy, and I really liked him for a really long time. Side note, he actually grew up to be a domestic abuser as well. So either way, I was headed down that road, it looks like. At any rate, I called my ex back, my ex-husband back, told him that I had broken up with my boyfriend, and he was really, really proud of me. And he proceeded to tell me that if I were his girlfriend, that he would treat me so much better. He would tell me how beautiful I am. Remember, he hasn't even seen me. So, this is flattering. I'm so beautiful based on my voice alone. But it's also alarming when you look back that he never even saw me. And I know that this happens often in internet connections and phone connections. Not so much phone maybe anymore, but texting, things like that. A grooming process of sorts. I cannot speak for him. I cannot speak fact that this is what he was doing, this is why he was doing it. But I can say, looking back, what it looks like, what it feels like. And so I passed his first test, that he could control me from a distance without me even knowing who he was. And so if that's what he was doing, if he was looking for someone that he could just take complete control over, I gave that to him right away. So now that's why I say look back, and I feel like that is the first I passed his test. So I hope that explains that a little bit better.